So today on the boat, I've already cleaned one of the strainers on the forward AC heat unit. So I'm going to go clean the strainer on the aft. It's been quite a while, and it was really dirty. So we even had a mussel that was in there, a little bitty mussel was in there, as well as there was some hard growth that was started on there. That came off easy, but letting these go. Oh, look, there's all kinds of glitter down in there.
Sparkles in there.
Yeah.
The fairies got fairy dust in there.
And some decorative filler sand.
For the flowers.
Again.
So, that is the strainer. Looks pretty cruddy to me.
Pretty cruddy.
We'll find out.
So, close the valve. Seacock.
Let's see it. Let's see how dirty it is. Oh, yucky poo.
Yeah, it should be shiny like that. Much better. Oh, I gave myself an owie. As usual. Nothing is done on a boat unless you have a blood sacrifice, so there's mine. Well, I got glitter in here.
So we use 2 just plastic containers. One to catch any water drippage out of here where the filter goes. When we take the filter off, which you saw he puts in the sink and takes it in to get it clean. And then another one just like this to catch anything. So anyway, yeah, we have glitter in here. And there's the AC heat unit, the aft cabin. It does limit the amount of hanging space we have in here now, but that's okay. We like the AC heat. Also, we jerry-rigged a filter, air filter for the door, just so we have a filter. So my door is still the same on the outside, but I've got the allergen filters and stuff here on the inside. So we don't fill this area full of clothes. We keep them to each side so we've got good airflow in here. And then we do have some storage on the floor, but we don't want to take up all of the space or put anything heavy on top of the hoses and things like that. So there's our pump. So that's what he's doing. He did the first one this morning, doing this one. And we'll have those done for another couple months. And then we can go forward, right?
Yeah. So I did. Got everything out of there. So it's all clean now.
Cool. Somebody went by.
Yeah.
We're rocking here. Let's see if I can get over your shoulder. Just see what you're doing without.
I'm going to put this on here, but I'm not going to tighten it. So I still have to get the air out of it.
It's hard to see from my
Yeah,
angle.
so then the seawater comes in. And then it starts coming out around the seal. Then I tighten that up.
So in the past, how much trouble have you had getting the air out and getting it to run again?
Getting the line has to be continuously sloped up. Can't have any low spots in it. So it took me quite a while to figure out what I had to do to hold this line so that it slopes up all the way to the intake of the pump. And I can see it in here. I can see if it's going out the through hull. On the one up front, I can't see it. I have to go outside and look. So we'll see how we did here.
There you go. It's gonna come on.
There it goes. You can see the fluttering where the water's going out. So just so happened both units work first time this time.
You can see it right up here as it goes through the hull.
Little shadows.
The shadow of the
Fluttering
water
of the
going
water.
through. Yep.
So it worked.
Good job.
That's the first time. First time ever that we got them both on the first try.
So what are you working on?
I'm trying to change the settings on the TriStar MPPT solar controller.
And what's going in?
Well, it's supposed to, zip files are supposed to create a file called MSView, which gives you the ability to read the settings that are on it already, and you can modify them, or you can create a new config file and upload it in there, but I haven't been able to find the MSView application. It keeps saying that it successfully created it, but I can't find it. And the MS load only loads the firmware. So I've updated the firmware, but having a hard time finding the application for updating that settings on it. So don't know.
So does that mean you may not be able to?
That means I may not be able to. I can change it to something different by the, they've got a set of dip switches there. I don't need the float or equalize, so I can turn those off by changing it to a different setting. And I can lower the voltage that's going into it by changing those dip switches, but it's not the ideal.
That's not what we want to do.
It's not the ideal thing to do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So,
Well,
I can't figure out what to do. Probably next Friday I'll just have to call Morningstar, who's the maker of it, get technical support and see if they can help me get it done.
Okay.
Still looking.
All right. Well, the sky is getting really dark over here. Lots of thunder, lightning going on. It's only 7 o'clock at night, a little after 7. And yeah, just lots of emergency vehicles on the bridge. The lightning's been pretty good for being so light out here. And I think we're gonna have a pretty good storm tonight. So we'll just go inside and just wait. Reset my screen. You can see we've got some lights set up here in the cockpit. And when I don't have electricity, I have solar lights. Those sit over here and charge all day long. So they're always ready to go whenever we are, if we need them. I used them last night just because we got in so late from neighboring. And I've got solar lights that hang here and one here and one on this side. So we have solar lights in here if we need. But anyway, I'll go back downstairs and maybe resume a movie.